Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about trend lines. We're going to be talking about how you guys can draw trend lines to make thousands of dollars from swing trading in the stock market. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Carter. I've been a full-time swing trader for over 6 years. And with that being said, guys, we do have an amazing school where I teach people strategies, my mindset. Pretty much it's a one-stop shop for all of your swing trading and investing needs. And the great thing, guys, is right now you guys can use code GME for all the GameStop era, the GameStop craze. You guys can get 50% off, guys. 2 more spots left for that code, so check it out. And we do offer private coaching, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll put that down below for you guys as well. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoy this, but let's jump into this here. So with drawing a trend line, how do you do it? This is a very, very common question that I get asked here. So this is a stock here that we actually are talking about in our group, and this is ticker symbol LOMA here. Now, the reason I love this one and why I wanted to talk about it is you guys can see it has this nice upward trend with good buying pressure. We get a lot of good buying pressure on these moving average lines, which is really good to see because you guys can see it hits it several times, getting good buying pressure at these moving average lines, whether it's the 200-day or the 90-day. So I do think having several indicators is a good way to judge if you should buy a position, as well as looking at like the RSI, which is the relative strength index, to determine if you should buy it as well. Now, the reason why I say that is because you want as many indicators in your favor as possible. Like with this stock here, LOMA, right now it's trading for near and around 40, which is kind of that middle ground. So it's not overvalued or it's not undervalued. So we could get some sell-off. So that's something to note. So if you hop in on this position, maybe you're going to take profits a little sooner and make your stops just a little tighter. So I do think a very, very easy strategy that a lot of traders don't use and don't utilize is actually drawing on the chart. They focus on indicators too much, but if you look at this stock here, it may look a little confusing just because it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But if we look at it a little closer here, you guys can see we actually have a really, really nice upward trend by using trend lines. So trend lines are just lines that traders will use to draw on the chart to determine if you should buy it. So you guys can see it hits it several times. It hits it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, almost 5 times, 6 times, and then recently it's almost at 7 times. So we could really get some sell-off a little more down here, back down to like the $6.80 area. I do think would be a better opportunity to hop in on this. But using this trend line, what I'm focusing and what I'm looking for is a minimum of 3 touches on this line of established support. I don't want just 1. I don't want 2. I want 3. I want confirmation of getting buying pressure there. And this definitely has it. Now, the thing about this stock as of right now, it's not necessarily on this trend line. So if we hopped in on this stock, our risk management wouldn't be as good because we're going to set our target all the way up here at about $7.61. And we would set our stop loss just a little bit below it. So we'd be risking about $1 to make $2.48. So not the greatest risk and reward. But if we actually hopped in at a little better price on that trend and just moved the moving average down just a hair, our risk and reward almost goes up to $4. So risking $1 to make about $4 a share. And this is just by using basic trend lines. I do want to show you guys another example of this because I do think it's important to have several stocks here. And this one here is ticker symbol ACM. ACM, I do like the weekly chart a lot better, so you kind of got to zoom out to get that gauge. But if we go to the weekly chart, you guys can see it has that really good upward trend. And looking at this trend line here, right, it hits it several times, once, twice, 3 times, establishing support. So you guys can see right now it's trading for near and around 85.72. It's trading for a 26 on the RSI, which is a very, very undervalued point for this stock. The last time it was trading for that low on the RSI was all the way back in here where we had this great move. So now if we hop in on this position, we set our stop loss kind of just below the trend, because if it does get a breakdown, it's better to just hop out and just move on to other opportunity. You don't want to set it too tight because you guys can see that it has dipped a little bit below it in the past. So you just want a little bit down. Some people will put it 2%, some people will put it 5%. It all determines on the stock and your risk management. So for this position, I do think the target would be all the way up here at recent resistance. So we'd be having about a $3.22 risk and reward, risking $1 to make about $3.22. You guys can see it does have a little bit of a nice parallel support, parallel resistance. So this is by using the weekly. So the main difference between this type of position is going to be a longer hold position rather than a couple of days. So this type of play may take a couple of weeks, it may take a couple of months before we get that turnaround. So expect to hold it for just a little bit longer, but this is just by using basic trends to determine if you should buy this stock, guys. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. This is a very basic strategy you guys can do. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, ask down below, and don't forget to check out our school, code GME, 50% off, or check out our private coaching that is now up and ready. So I'll see you guys in there. Like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and take care.